Hi, lovers. Welcome back to Lovers Court, the place where secrets are spilled, hearts collide, and drama takes the stand. First off, apologies for not posting in over a week. Your girl has been under the weather. But guess what? I'm back, stronger, and ready to dive into today's juicy case. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you never miss another session in court. And today's story is from the Am I the Asshole subreddit by u/lifechampionship540. Trigger warnings: emotional manipulation, slurs, verbal abuse, ableism, obsessive behavior, stalking/harassment. Am I the asshole for forcing my husband to choose between me and his mother? I, 31 female, and my fiancé, 36 male, are set to get married in July this year. We met through a mutual friend earlier last year, and our relationship progressed quickly. He's literally the perfect guy, but the problem is his mother, Katie, fake name. Katie has been critical of me from day one. She often tells my husband that he could do better, and I am just an uneducated slum. I could usually disregard her, but when she proposed, she went to a whole new level. The main incident occurred when we went to visit her a few days ago to announce our engagement. My future husband excitedly showed him the ring, but she just grimaced. She looked at him and, I repeat, said, "Are you really going to marry that R-word gold digger?" My husband laughed nervously and we left quickly after. A little context: I have high-functioning autism. It doesn't affect me too much on a daily basis, but I have trouble interpreting emotion. After we got home, I sobbed and asked my husband to tell his mom this needs to stop. He didn't say much, just that he loves me and he will get better, but he can't say anything to his mom. When I pushed for answers, he said he can't do anything about it and left. His sister sent me a text later telling me I can't make him choose between me and his mother. I'm so confused because I literally didn't even ask him to do that. Is there something I'm missing? The general consensus was that OP wasn't the asshole. Let's check some of the top comments on this post. A commenter said, "As someone else who has diagnosed, you're very clearly missing a non-verbal cue from your fiancé, and it probably means that he doesn't care about his mom acting like that to you." Another commenter said, "Not the asshole. You aren't making him choose. His mommy is." Another commenter, "Run. Don't entertain the idea of marrying this asshat. He doesn't deserve you. If my mom ever said anything of the sort to my spouse, she'd never see me or hear from me again. Major red flags, he isn't appalled and confronting it on site. I'm just saying, girl, you don't want to deal with that the rest of your life, and you definitely don't want to deal with that during a divorce. Asking to be treated with respect by your future husband's family is honestly bare minimum and goes without saying. He and his family don't seem to have the capacity to do that, and that's embarrassing for them. You deserve so much better than that. Please, please, please do not waste your time thinking it will change or get better. It won't. They're showing you who they are. Believe them. You will be better off." OP's first update, which was 2 days after the post was made. "Hey y'all, thanks so much for all of your replies. Sorry I didn't respond to any comments. I'm just in a really dark place right now. For the update, my fiancé came home the next morning, 2 days ago, and started acting like everything was normal. He didn't even mention the fight we had. Finally, that night, I sat him down and asked him why he was acting normally. He responded that it was a minor fight and we shouldn't dwell on it. This made me mad because it was a big deal for me, and that fight made me question our relationship. I told him this and he scoffed. In that moment, I looked at him and asked him, is it really not a big deal that your mother called me an R-word gold digger? He just scoffed again and said something about her getting older and not knowing what that meant. I was done at that point. His mother is 63 years old and acts the same way she did when I met her years ago. I packed a bag, called my friend to pick me up, and left. I've been staying at her place since then. Not sure where my life is headed now." Let's check some few comments made on the update. But gosh, this man and his mother are really something. First commenter said, "Your life is headed to freedom and happiness. Your boyfriend can remain tied to mommy forever. Maybe she can even learn to do that thing he really likes." Another commenter, "He knows it wasn't a minor fight. He just knows you're in the right about it and didn't want to address it." Another commenter, "Seems to me your life is moving in a better direction away from your mama boy who clearly doesn't respect you and will never stand up for you." Finally, another commenter said, "Good for you for standing up for yourself. I'm proud of you. It feels dark and difficult right now, and it's okay to grieve the loss of the relationship and the person he seemed to be. But eventually, you'll find yourself feeling much lighter without that weight dragging you down. I don't mean him, I mean the way his mom and then he made you feel. And you'll find your happiness again. The fiance posted his side of the story as well. Am I the asshole for choosing my mom over my fiance? Hey Reddit, yesterday my friend sent me a post on the subreddit that was made by my fiance. She totally makes me look like a villain, so I just have to say my side. We've been dating for a while now, and it's been great aside from the past few days. My mother, 63 female, is a single mother that raised me and my sister alone. She has always been the most supportive mother ever, and I love her to the end of the world. She is getting on in her years now and is not the same person she was. She has always been a little overprotective of me, and so she has never fully accepted my fiancé. I didn't think it was that big of a deal since she doesn't say anything directly to my fiancé. Then last weekend, when we were announcing our engagement at her house, my mom wasn't too thrilled and I admit made a rude remark regarding my fiance's autism. We left quickly after and I comforted my fiance for over an hour. I ordered her takeout, made a bath for her, and put on a movie. I explained to her that my mom is getting older and doesn't have full control of what she says. My fiance kept pushing, and I eventually snapped and told her I can't do anything about it. I'm not sure my fiance understands her because she doesn't have a close bond with her mom. I stayed at my mom's house, went back in the morning. Long argument short, my fiance started blowing the comments my mother made way out of proportion, not even mentioning her age. Like I said, my mom is old now. She doesn't understand this fully. She left and I haven't seen her since. Her friend contacted me and said, I'm the asshole for choosing my mom over her. I'm not choosing my mom over her though, and we're still getting married, so am I the asshole? Wow, was he thinking his point of view will make us understand him more? Honestly, it just showed who he truly is. So his mother is old, justifying her being mean and disrespectful? What a joke. Anyway, the general consensus was that he was the asshole. Let's check some of the comments. Commenter 1, you are the fucking asshole. Your mom called your autistic fiance a retarded gold digger. How is that not a big deal? There's no good fucking excuse for your mom to call her that. And I'm not buying the whole age excuse because my mom is 5 years younger than yours, and she's very much alert and aware of what is and isn't okay to say to other people. Unless your mom has early onset dementia, she knows exactly what the fuck she's doing. You're a fucking mommy boy who can't stand up for your fiance's dignity. That's fucking pathetic. Shame on you. Another commenter, age is not an excuse to be a shitty person. After 63 years, your mother doesn't have the self-control to keep rude comments to herself. You absolutely could have done something. You chose to not defend your fiancé because you're too busy hanging on mom's tits. Funny. You're the asshole and your fiancé dodged a fucking nuke. Another commenter, perhaps you should have remained quiet and let us think you were an ass instead of posting and removing all doubt. Commenter 4, the whole point of getting married is to create a new immediate family. That means your wife and future kids are your number one priority, and cousins, uncles, and parents are distant second or third priorities. I speak from experience where my aging mother is also a filterless, racist asshole who spoke down on my Filipino wife. Guess what I did? Chewed out my mom and gave her one opportunity to make it right. My mom can't control her tongue, so I've since gone no contact. It's been 9 years since I last spoke to her, and my wife and I just celebrated our 11th anniversary. You're the asshole and will always be the asshole until you put your wife first. Always. Now go beg for your fiance's forgiveness, chew your mom out, and tell her she's got one chance to apologize or she loses her son. Otherwise, you don't deserve your fiance. Final update. Not the final update. Hey everyone, thanks so much for all your support. I'm so tired of everything right now. Here's a final update, I hope. As some of you may have seen, my fiance posted an Am I the Asshole post earlier today. I haven't seen him since our last fight. He was pretty much getting destroyed in the comments, so that made me feel a little better. So anyways, after he posts this, he calls me and like an idiot, I pick up. And let me tell you, this man did not sound stable. First he was crying, begging for me back. Then he was screaming at me to get the F back here. It was heartbreaking to hear the man I thought I was going to marry sound so psycho. I recorded the call just in case I needed evidence. Then I hung up and blocked him everywhere.
About an hour later, he shows up to my friend's house acting crazy and saying some things I can't repeat here. I called the police, and after they took him away, I left to stay at a hotel. My friend has been really supportive, but I can't put her in danger. I hope this is the final update, but if anything else happens, is there a different sub I can post in? I feel like I'm deviating from Am I the Asshole? Sorry if this isn't edited properly, I just can't with life today. Again, thanks for all the support. It truly means more to me than I can ever say. Wow, that is really scary, OP. You did the right thing by recording, calling the police, and protecting yourself. I was really scared for her safety. Let's move on to the next update. Hey Reddit. Yes, so I wasn't going to update again, but even now, months after my last post, so many amazing people are asking for an update. I'm not even sure if people will see this, but here we are. Update. After we broke up and my ex found out I was dating again, he sent tons of passive-aggressive gifts to me. He posted about one here saying it was my favorite book. No. Loving your spouse when you feel like walking away was not on my read-to list, actually. Anyways, here's what happened. About a month ago, I found out my ex has a new girlfriend. I was honestly relieved. I kind of thought maybe he'd finally leave me alone. Yeah, no. About a month ago, I started getting DMs from this one girl, stuff like, "You're pathetic, no wonder he's happier now," and "He told me what you did to him." Obviously, I blocked her, but for every account I blocked, there was two more ready to come at me. I eventually had to make my social media private. About 2 weeks later, I was out on a date when my ex and this new girlfriend just so happened to show up at the same place. He made a scene, loudly accusing me of stalking him. I was literally eating dinner in a public restaurant. His girlfriend filmed it and posted it on TikTok with some caption about "that crazy ex." Me. Yes, me. I'm the crazy ex, guys. I'm just so exhausted of everything. I want to move far away and get out, but my job just doesn't allow for that. I'm really just so done with him. I'm in the process of getting a restraining order now. I know this isn't the update y'all probably wanted. Sorry. And that was the final update OP made on the post. Wow, this whole story was a roller coaster. OP went from dealing with a toxic MIL to discovering her fiancé was a total mommy boy, and then it escalated into stalking, harassment, and public humiliation. Honestly, she dodged a bullet. It's heartbreaking, but also empowering. She stood her ground, protected herself. And that is the end of today's court session. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's it for today's case on Lovers Court. What's your verdict on today's cases? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Someone out there might just need to hear your judgment. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're always updated when court is in session. Thank you so much for your love and support. Until next time, court is adjourned.